Stealth Army, we are back with more of the Deep Dark and Warden madness. I know you guys love both, and we got some brand new details specifically related to the Deep Dark, the loot, as well as the treasure room. So a lot to cover. Last week I was mostly focused on Minecon, which will be happening next month. So still really hyped about Minecon in the mob vote, but today is all about the Warden and the Deep Dark. So if you guys haven't checked out my playlist, I have an entire playlist dedicated to Warden and Deep Dark information, tweets by the homie King B Dogs. In fact, I've pretty much read every single tweet by King B Dogs that's in regards to the Warden and the Deep Dark, all in one big playlist for you guys. So if you can do me a huge favor, especially if you're just super hyped for Minecon next month, and leave a like, it really does support the channel. Let me know down below in the comment section the update you hope to see announced during this year's Minecon. Hashtag that Stealth Army, because you know the routine and you know the drill. Let's get straight into it. So King B Dogs tweeted this out not too long ago. We can't show anything yet, but stuff on Deep Dark Warden is going well. One of the biggest challenges is perfecting AI and porting, hoping for the best. So, yet again, King B Dogs is keeping us updated with what's going on with the Deep Dark and the Warden, and I'm sure we all just really appreciate that. You know, he's not leaving us in the dark, or at least not yet, if you know what I'm saying. And it's just good to know that things are going smoothly for the most part. You know, they're still running into some challenges for the AI importing, but King B Dogs also answered a bunch of questions. The first one is by Prasad. What kind of loot can we expect in the Deep Dark cabin / chest room? So by far one of the most important questions. What type of loot, what type of treasure can we expect to find in the Deep Dark? I know we're all fascinated with this biome. We're all in love and captivated by the Warden. Just want to give the Warden a big old hug. But the main incentive is, of course, the loot. The reason being is because if you're going down there, there's a high chance you're not going to come out alive. So there has to be an incentive. It has to be worth the great risk. But King B Dogs did reply by saying, we're still figuring that out. It may be that we don't have time for unique loot and we'll have to add it in an update later, just to set expectations. The base work is already quite challenging to get done. So I feel like this is actually a great response. It lets us know that eventually his intention, Mojang's intentions are to add special loot, unique loot to the Deep Dark. But as of right now, there might not be time for it, which in my opinion, I feel like they should just go all out, right? Take the time necessary to make the Deep Dark and Warden the way they originally planned for it to be, the way that King B Dogs and Team Mojang envisioned it to be. So I think if they need a couple extra months, why not go for it? You know, we've already been waiting for this biome, as well as the Warden, for pretty much a year at this point, close to it. So what's the harm in a couple extra months? I know that's pretty difficult for a lot of people, which is why I'm only speaking on my behalf. Like, I'm okay waiting a couple extra months if that's what it takes to add special and unique loot to the Deep Dark. I feel like at this point, it's definitely worth that wait. And I feel like a lot of the community would be willing to explore such a dangerous biome, knowing the risk, knowing that they might possibly die and lose everything, if they also know that there's a possibility of getting a rare item, a rare weapon or tool, or new armor. Like, if they know that that could possibly be a reward in the Deep Dark, you're going to see a lot more people actually try and be sneaky, be stealthy, and not catch the attention of the Warden if they know that a lot is at risk, right? And I feel like that would definitely encourage that type of style. But as of right now, if we know that we can just get like a diamond chest plate or an enchanted book like Sharpness 5 or Looting 3 in the Deep Dark, then you're probably going to have a lot of people also asking, well, what's the point then, right? I can get all of those items from the Desert Temple or the Nether Fortress or the Stronghold or the Bastion. There's so many options that will probably be a lot safer than just exploring the Deep Dark and we know that the Warden isn't going to drop any items as well. So hopefully King B Dogs continues to update us on what's going on with the treasure and the unique loot, because I imagine a lot of people are simply just going to wait, especially if they're starting a brand new survival world for the world generation for the caves and the mountains. And if you happen to stumble upon a deep dark, wouldn't it make more sense to just wait for the unique loot to drop, like to release eventually whenever that happens? No matter what, I'm still going to be hyped, but it's just great to know that King B Dogs is going to update us through this entire process, which is why he's like one of my favorite developers. Now, the next question is by One Way. Would I be wrong if I say that the Warden is one of the smartest mobs in Minecraft? So King B Dogs replied by saying, we definitely want it to feel smart, which isn't new. Like, even just the old footage from last year, you can tell that the Warden is intelligent. The Warden does not want you in the deep dark. It's going to be really fun to watch people stream their first experiences in the deep dark, their first encounters with the Warden. Like, I'm going to have a bag of popcorn watching it all because it's going to be great. Because a lot of people are going to think that they can get away with things, and the Warden is like, nah, bruh. What are you doing in my cave right now? And then that's it. That's the entire encounter. And then you just see the you died screen. That's it. Game over. But it's just going to be fun to see people attempt to actually attack the Warden. That's going to be funny. But the next tweet is by Sam. I hope that you will take community feedback as much that you did about the overhauled world generation. From my point of view, feedback rendered the world gen even better. I love the way that the devs are shaping this update with the community. So King B Dogs replied by saying, that's the hope. But let's be real, King B Dogs has been updating us for a long time. He's been keeping us in the loop when it comes to the deep dark, when it comes to the Warden, the problems he's been running into, just everything in regards to Minecraft. He's been continuing to update us, which is why, like I said earlier, he is one of my favorite developers. Love him to death. Seriously, just can't wait to see what he's got in store for Minecraft in the next update. But the last tweet is by Angelo. Is it ready for testing? King B Dogs replied by saying, not yet. So as soon as we get more information about the Deep Dark, about the Warden, about Minecon and 1.19, you guys already know I'm going to be covering everything in regards to Minecraft. This is the spot. You already know, guys, if you're not a part of the Stealth Army, what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button, join the squad. I promise you, you're not going to regret it. Notification squad, y'all are the goats as well, and I'll catch you all in the next video. So take care. Peace.